So we're having this walk today because at the EGM of the Malaysian Bar on the 27th of May, the Malaysian Bar had resolved that we will organize a walk and we will condemn the actions of MACC for disclosing the name of the judge and commencing investigations as they are disclosing that name. We think that this particular unprecedented way of disclosure of the name of a sitting judge is actually an intimidation against the judiciary. The reason for the walk is for us to peacefully protest against such an act by MACC.
Okay, ma'am. What are you expecting as an outcome? What do you want to change? What do you want the government to do?
We want to record our condemnation against the acts of MACC, of course. We also want the government to uphold the independence of the judiciary. We want the government to be able to also preserve and maintain the judicial independence so that people are confident with our judicial system. And lastly, I think we should be asking for legislative reforms. Reforms on how we can set parameters as to these kinds of allegations that's going to be made against sitting judges. I think we need to be clear on what can be done and what cannot be done. We don't want something like this to happen again.
Okay, ma'am. With regards to what you said just now, the MACC case, how does that affect? I mean, how does that affect lawyers or?
It affects not just lawyers, it affects the members of the public, it affects the investors who come into our country, because our judicial system has to be independent and it has to have integrity in order for people to actually trust our judicial system. So it will definitely affect in how our judiciary is going to be perceived in terms of members of the public.